Welcome back, YouTube family. My name is Let 'em Peek, and today we have probably one of the spicier updates, maybe also one of the most controversial updates with things that are going on, and you just have to give me your take on everything that I'm about to tell you down below in the comments. Let me know how you feel. Let's just jump right into it. No need to wait, right? So here are the patch notes. This is the March update. If for those who have been around, they did something for St. Paddy's Day before. They're doing something again. Okay, so we're gonna just kind of skim over it. We're not gonna go through every single little detail. It's all here on the screen. You can pause it and read it if you'd like, but oh well. So, they say St. Paddy Day's content is coming. Special mode to arrive on April 1st, and then they said and beyond. I don't know if it's ever going to go away or what. So, the new campaign is a ship called Somers. And it could be pretty sweet. I mean, it's just a destroyer, but it's tier 7. It's tier 10 on PC, so it's probably going to be pretty powerful here, unless they absolutely nerf it into the ground. And if you're kind of curious about the stats, I've got these PC stats here pulled up. So, the PC stats, it's got 8 guns, which that's going to be the same. The only thing that's really going to change are things like reload or like HE pen or armor or hit points, stuff like that. That's what's going to change. So on PC, it looks like it's got about a 6-second reload, 8 shells, 17,000 HP, pretty comparable to some of the gunboat DDs out there. Does have torpedoes though, so it's almost going to be like a bigger, better Friesland with torpedoes, or like an Akizuki, but not slow like an Aki. So we'll just have to see on that. We'll just have to see. I mean, it sounds pretty spicy, and I can't wait to play it. 127 millimeters. Okay, that's kind of pretty standard. Nothing over the top. Nothing crazy. We're just gonna have to get our hands on it and play it, really. But I mean, it's a good looking little ship. Is it going to load the picture for me? I mean, it's sweet. I mean, I'm excited. I can't wait. Bring it on, Wargaming. So the Somers is coming. That's our new one. It says, and up to 12 torpedoes. I don't know why it would say, and up to. Maybe there's an option. Upgraded torpedoes for range, less torps, I'm not sure. That's what they're kind of making it sound like. They give it a top speed of 38.6. I'm sure we'll see people build it up into the 40s. And some people maybe run it a little bit slower. Not quite sure. This is the campaign stuff, yada, yada, yada. There is something that I really think is really neat they're bringing in. They're bringing St. Paddy's Day 2022. Another commander, guys. That's really cool. I think they should bring more of these in the future. I think these are an amazing aspect to the game. I think it personally for me adds a little flavor and spice. This guy is going to be able to go on the Americans and the British, so that's cool. So now I can put one on Mino and then one on something else I like to play. So super pumped about that. Maybe like Norman Scott, put Norman Scott, this guy, you know, something like that. We'll see. They're bringing back the pot of gold thing. I see that here. They're guaranteed to drop 20 or 1250 doubloons. 3 St. Paddy Day camos. Has the chance of dropping green skins for Belfast and Tiger 59, which is a new ship that's coming in. Tiger 59. Not sure what ship it is. You guys are going to have to tell me. Belfast is coming back into the store for those who don't have her, who have kind of wanted to pick her up. I don't have it personally, but I've always kind of thought Belfast would be pretty good because you get the combination of HE spam, smoke, you can sit there, and self-defense radar. So nothing wrong with that. The tier 7 Italian battleship, we kind of thought that line was going to be pretty questionable, and we're going to have to wait and see when we get our hands on this one. 381 millimeter guns, 15-inch guns. So the guns aren't anything to write home about, but I mean, they'll pretty much do the job. But the SAP secondaries is what makes that line so good. And so we'll just have to wait and see what kind of base secondary range that ship gets, because those secondaries really hurt. So if you got to get somewhere like 6 kilometers, they're not going to be that good. But if they gave them like 8 or 9, maybe even 10 kilometers when you build for it, maybe there's something spicy there. We're going to have to wait and see. And here comes the controversial part. And here comes the part that I know a lot of people are not going to like, but Wargaming doesn't really care what I think or you think, and they want to roll out their agenda anyways. So it's kind of one of those things. There's not much we can do about it, but for those who are already reading, Soviet carriers. Soviet carriers are coming to the game. Tier 3, Tier 5, Tier 7, just exactly like you'd expect, with a hiccup. There's one thing different. The Tier 3 has normal HE bombs. The Tier 5 and the Tier 7 have skip bombers. They have skip bombers. I'm not even going to begin to attempt to pronounce the names of these. It's not going to happen. But the other big kicker to this is that these planes are going to be JATO. They're going to be jet assist takeoff. JATO. They're going to be rocket propelled to get off the deck, so they're going to take off faster. It doesn't comment on cruise speed, doesn't comment on the lineup time. The thing that makes Parseval so good with torpedoes is you're able to click it and line up the beam very quickly on destroyers. That's why it's so good. Do the same thing with trying to hit the bow of battleships and get permafloods, stuff like that. So we will have to see. I told you guys a little while back the hill was coming, because I just had a feeling. It was in the Hot Wheels thing. The hill was getting a camo for it, and here the hill is coming in Tier 4. I'm not going to play it. I do not care. Tier 6 Tiger 59. So you guys can tell me what you think this might be, what ship you think this might be. To me, it kind of looks like an Exeter / Belfast / I'm not really honestly sure. Let's scroll in and scroll down. So there's the hill. Where am I sitting in the frame? Off to the side. Okay, just had to double check. Here's Tiger 59. So you got one gun on the front, and we don't really get any other images of it, and we don't really have much talk about it. But Tiger 59, there she is with the Tiger 59. I assume this is all authentic, being the 59 is the year. But we will have to see. Champagne, which first off, don't do it. It's coming to the store, 750k global. Don't do it. Don't do it. Balance changes. So this is kind of a big one too. Balance changes here. Langley we don't care about. Chikaku gets a small buff. More concealment to the planes. A nerf to the restoration time of airplanes, 66 to 70 seconds. Like, that's going to make any sort of difference in a battle. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not much of a buff. It's not a buff to damage or speed or anything like that that would really help it that much. But maybe you can make a few more airplanes. Restoration time for dive bombers decreased, no big deal. Basically just a lot of CV buffs and nerfs there. The Minsk looks like it's getting a nerf. Don't ask me why, because nobody plays the Minsk. You never see the Minsk. You rarely see the Minsk. You see it, but it's rare. Apparently those people that have been playing it have been doing very, very, very well because they're nerfing it. It's the last boat I would have thought actually needed a nerf, but okay. The Pan Asian Tier 7, they're nerfing that one. I don't care. Bug fixes, miscellaneous, yada, yada, yada. So those are pretty much the highlights of it. Tiger 59 coming in tier 6, Hill at tier 4, the Soviet carriers. And I want to say one thing about this real quick. I pulled this up beforehand. This is a post on World of Warships forums for the PC, and I hope this isn't the case, but by looking at the timeline, this might be the case, and I will let you know. Obviously, I'll let you know off the rip. Maybe it's fixed, maybe it's not, but September 13th, 2021, skip bombers need a change by the Comp Guy 25. And keep in mind, this is on PC, this is not on Legends. He goes, after being nuked a couple of straight games by whatever carrier that is, skip bombers, I think they need a change. The term skip implies they hit something first before they turn into bombs. Keep the bombs true to their intended design. They should have to hit water first before aiming and being able to hit their target. There you go. So, we'll see. We'll see. They might be extremely broken. They might be. I couldn't tell you. Then again, they might not be that broken. CVs to this point in Legends haven't been, I would say, overpowered. Parsifal started out fairly good, but Parsifal couldn't always do the nasty to everyone. It was only a select few ships, right? German ships, you could do the nasty on them, 30k. Destroyers, you could still do it to them. Parsifal is getting nerfed, by the way, like 5% across the board to total damage, but that's not going to make a whole heck of a lot of difference. It's still an incredibly good carrier when played correctly. When played like a potato, then it's not good. Which luckily, most people are potatoes and carriers, and that's why carriers really haven't been that big of a deal in Legends, unless you go up against a good carrier player. But these ones might be... They might be OP. I don't know. I don't know. I've seen a few clips on PC, skip bombers. Pretty good. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. And I'll absolutely be reporting on that. So, and of course, I'll play the Hill. I'll play the Tiger 59 and let you guys know about that as well. So, if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button. Leave a comment down below. We're not doing none of that. All right, boys. I'm up out of here. Thanks for watching. Peace.